Hi everyone, thanks for joining me for this video. If you have been following this channel in the past, you will know that I've spoken a little bit about companies that I've had dealings with, and mostly negative dealings with. I only do it really to generate conversation in the comment section because I want to know, are there other people who have negative experiences with the same company or similar companies? It's kind of more like a market research style video, I guess. I'm always curious about other people's problems or interactions with specific companies. Now you can tell from the thumbnail, you can tell from the title, this is about Tim Hortons. It's about my recent experience visiting at Tim Hortons. I am Canadian. I live in Atlantic, Canada. The city that I live in is littered with Tim Hortons stores, and as are many other cities across Canada and towns. So Tim Hortons is a brand that's very popular to Canadians. I would say it's almost an obsession for some. It's part of our culture at this point. If there are any Americans watching, you'll know that the company's leaked down into the States as well. You can find Tim Hortons in Las Vegas, I believe, on the East Coast of America, and even internationally in places like Dubai, and I believe there are some in Europe as well. So it's a company that started in Canada, obviously, and it's grown quite a bit. I believe it's actually owned by a US company or businessman or something now, so it's not even Canadian owned anymore, but it's a very successful company, but it's a company that's changed a lot in the past 10 years, and that's really what this video is about. I don't necessarily expect you to agree with my opinion on Tim Hortons or anything. It's really just a video that's a conversation starter about Tim Hortons or about other companies. So I'll just briefly tell you my recent experience, and then we can go from there. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit to a previous experience I had at Tim Hortons about a year ago. And even backtracking further back than that, Tim Hortons has changed so much that they used to make their donuts fresh, and now they come in frozen. They just don't, nothing's the same. They're too, I don't know what the right word, mainstream? Like, I don't know. They're too popular. They're too popular. They care less about their product and more about profit and timing and cooking. Like, they're all about cooking speeds versus quality of cooking. So I haven't gone to Tim Hortons that much in the past 5 or so years, and every year it gets less and less. And like I said, the last time I visited Tim Hortons was about a year ago. Did not have a good experience. I just remember thinking, you know what, I'm really probably not going to go back anytime soon, and I didn't. It's been a year. But the other day, I decided, you know what, I kind of want to go see what's going on at Tim Hortons. Maybe they have something new. Maybe I'll try it. I'll go take a look. So that's what I did. I went to Tim Hortons. I decided to get a breakfast sandwich combo. I got a bacon and egg breakfast sandwich on English muffin, and I got a hash brown on the side, and I got hot chocolate as my drink. Now, when I ordered that, totally fine. When I tried to order something else that was on the menu right above my head, which was, I believe, a caramel-filled donut, or a salted caramel-filled donut, or something like that. I said, can I also have one of those? And she said, and she was very nice. She said, we actually don't have that anymore. We haven't had that since about mid to late November. Tim Hortons hasn't given us the new slides for the TVs above me. So we don't even have the holiday ones before Christmas. We have nothing new from Tim Hortons. I'm thinking, really? Like, they're that outdated that it's back in November and you don't even have like the holiday ones, let alone the current ones. So you're 2 versions of the menu behind. That seems a little strange. But anyways, I didn't say that, but that's what I thought. And I said, okay, well, can I have this one over here? It's like a Kit Kat kind of truffle bar or something. She said, nope, we don't have that one either. So it's like, okay, whatever, no big deal. I'll just have my regular order that I just said. So totally fine. A little frustrating, but whatever, not a big deal. And so I went to wait for the food and drink, and brought it to me. And she said, we actually don't have any hash browns. Can I give you a muffin instead? Not a big deal. I mean, there's not. Should I really be angry about that? Like, it's really insignificant, but one of the main reasons why I did go is because I do like their hash brown, so I was looking forward to it. And I said, okay, sure. Actually, instead of a muffin, can I have a cookie? She said, no problem. So got the cookie, totally fine. So two little annoyances in my first experience in Tim Hortons in a year, but that's not where it stops. I go back out to my truck. I planned on eating it in my truck, so I took it out. Went to go eat the sandwich first, and this is it. I'll put the picture on the screen as well so you can see it. But there, you have a bottom bun, you have a top bun of the English muffin. The bottom or top, I don't know which is which, but half of it was missing and the other half was about paper thin. And I'm like, okay, you didn't have what I wanted. I ordered the thing that you did have, but then you told me you didn't have it, and now you're giving me a breakfast sandwich with half of a top of a bun. Like, there is a reason why I haven't gone here in a year, and this is it. Like, 3 frustrations in my first visit to a place in a year because of the previous time I went there. I had frustrations, so not a good experience at Tim Hortons. And again, really insignificant. Like, it's not a big deal. Who cares if I get hash or don't get a hash brown, or if I get a sandwich that has half a thing? I did take it back. They did replace it. They gave me a normal one, which is fine. But like, it is really insignificant. So the video isn't really about that specific experience at Tim Hortons. It's about generally the experience that I've had with Tim Hortons in the past 5 to 10 years, and it's been pretty crap. I have no intentions of going back to Tim Hortons anytime soon, which kind of sucks to say because the main channel, Post to Post, is hockey related. Now I've started to talk about hockey in this channel. Tim Hortons is a huge propellant of hockey and huge supporter of hockey in Canada forever. I think I have some Tim Hortons sponsored medals in my collection that I won as a kid playing hockey. And so it feels wrong to talk negatively about Tim Hortons as a Canadian, but I mean, I'm only going to be honest. I don't really like Tim Hortons anymore, and I don't plan going back. So with that said, it kind of leads me to the actual point of this video that helps me. I want to hear from you guys. If you are Canadian, do you like Tim Hortons? If you do, tell me why in the comments. If you don't, please tell me why in the comments. Tell me an experience that you had at a Tim Hortons. If you're American, if you have a Tim Hortons nearby, have you visited? Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear your opinion, especially because it, I guess, really closely compares to Dunkin' Donuts. I can't really think of any other place in America that it kind of compares to. I don't think it really compares to, is it Krispy Kreme? I don't know, I've never had that, but I would love to hear your experience. And just general, is there any like fast food or restaurant where you've maybe seen a decline in service or a decline in food or preparation or delivery or anything like that? I'm kind of curious to hear your thoughts. If you don't comment very often, but you watch the videos, I just ask you to, you know, think about it, take the time, or if you have a couple of free minutes, take the time to comment down below. I'd love to hear your story, positive or negative, and specifically your thoughts on Tim Hortons in general. Now, when I ask this, and I think about my own experience as well, I think about how would Tim Hortons feel if they saw this video, or how would any company feel if they saw someone talking negatively about their company? How would they handle this? And I wonder if Tim Hortons is so big now that they really probably just don't care, because I'm very insignificant on YouTube and in general, so why would it matter if some pleb like me was talking about or talking negatively about their company? Or would they actually care and try and improve the situation, use us as feedback, and maybe contact the store that I dealt with? Or I didn't say the store, I live in Fredericton, New Brunswick. The store is on the north side near the Brookside Mall. There you go, Tim Hortons. If you're interested, that's the store that I dealt with. You should know based on location which store it is. And I wonder which direction that they would take. I'm curious to know what you guys think as well. Do you think they would actually care about someone's negative experience, or do you think that they would just be like, whatever, like another customer we lost, or a customer we lost who it's insignificant in the run of things, let's not deal with it? I don't expect them to reach out to me. I don't even want them to reach out to me. It's not a big deal. it's whatever, right? I'm not making this video so they contact me and try and fix my problem. I fixed my problem. I'm not going back to Tim Hortons. I'll go elsewhere. So I think if I was working for the company, I don't think I would contact the person with the problem, but I might, depending on the situation. But I would take it seriously, and I would probably try and improve the situation somehow in the store if I had that ability. But I don't really know. I'm curious to know what you guys think they would do in this situation, or any company would do. Like, I'm not just talking about Tim Hortons, but a McDonald's or a Burger King or a Subway, like a big company. Do you think they actually care what one individual thinks of their store, or thinks, or like when they look at that person's experience? Do you think they actually care what that one individual experienced in their store enough to fix it, or to care to fix it? I tend to side on no, they probably don't, but who knows? I could be wrong. So anyways, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. A very different video than I've ever made before, but kind of similar to some of the company videos that I've talked about before, but not really. It's a couple similarities. It's kind of fun talking about it because I feel like it generates good conversation between you and I in the comment section, and also gives people a chance to share. So if you do like this style of video, I know I was a bit clumsy going through it, and it's I was a bit long-winded, but if you do enjoy this style of video, I'd like to continue it. I can share other experiences that I've had with companies, positively or negatively. If you guys would be interested in that, I would love to hear that as well. So thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you're having a good day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Adios.